What's up, everyone? Welcome to Mic Check by Dove Delegates. We are live. That little intro was so cute. Omni showed it to us at first, and we saw it again, and that was just so fun. So my name is Amira Bryant, and then we'll have also on the show with us today is Khalilah. If you want to introduce yourself really quick.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Khalilah Collins. I'm the project manager for D.O.V.E Delegates, and I'm excited to share our work with you today.
Yes. This is our first episode of our collab series with the Plug Network titled Mic Check, as you can see. We're going to get into it a little bit later regarding the inspiration for it. But starting off first, we're going to chat a little bit about what D.O.V.E is. And because we're a little new, but we're coming out here, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be taking over all platforms at some point. So be on the lookout. Before we jump in with that, I just want to do a quick little check-in with Khalilah. How are you doing these days? How's New Orleans holding down?
I am doing well. The weather is beautiful. I mean, minus some rain here and there, but yeah, we're doing good down here.
That's good. We don't have any rain here in Kentucky, but per usual, it doesn't know what it wants. So it's cold in the morning, a little warm now. I guess it's the pre-spring vibes, but you know. Do you have any plans tonight, Khalilah?
Um, no, not really. Not
Those are
really.
the best plans.
Homework.
Homework. Oh, well, I guess those could be the best plans too, because you're getting something done. I have plans. I'm going to a cute little coffee shop concert tonight. You know, a little bit of self care, I guess. Local music. Louisville is coming in town soon, so music is all I'm inviting this month of April, I guess. So, yeah. Well, we can go ahead. I just wanted to chat a little bit, but we can go ahead and dive into what D.O.V.E is, who we are. So, Khalilah, if you want to give us a little bit of a breakdown of D.O.V.E and its history.
Yes. So D.O.V.E came out of the conversation around crisis call diversion and police alternatives in the city. And so D.O.V.E seeks to reduce the footprint of police and judicial involvement of our most vulnerable and oppressed communities. We want to reimagine community safety. We want to build with community new systems of care and justice and reparation and accountability. Basically, just trying to figure out how we can take care of each other in a way that actually is safe for all that are involved. And so, um, as you stated when we first started, we are extremely new. We are still trying to figure out what that looks like, and so we are definitely in a space of imagining and building and co-creating as we speak. So we're open to have conversations specifically around community safety, around mental health, around capacity building, skill building, and just to know, what community want and need and what they need to see in their communities to feel safer.
Well said. I thank you so much, Khalilah, for sharing a little bit about D.O.V.E with us and some of our initiatives. I'm saying our because at the moment, Khalilah and I are official staff of the program as I'm assisting Khalilah develop some of these programs and what D.O.V.E is going to be. So we're pretty excited to bring programs that are going to either provide resources or bridge those gaps. Mic Check being one of those. And like I said, we're going to dive into what our initiative is here with Mic Check very soon. Khalilah mentioned co-creating and imagination, right? I'm mostly speaking on the co-creating part as we are looking to lead with that. If we take a look at our lovely logo that way, all the way in the corner past the Mic Check one, we want to shout out our logo designer, Sean Treese Martin. And what we mean by co-creating is reaching out to the community, as an organization or program and working with community to build and reach our goals, build whatever we want. So that was the take on our logo, which was community is going to build our logo. And that is Chantrice Martin. It was probably out of 16 logos. I don't know. It was a grip of logos, wasn't it, Khalilah?
Yeah, we had several people submit. And so just, following up on that co-creating, we were trying to be intentional from the very beginning. Even our logo is designed with community. So we opened up a call for folks to share with us their talents and their gifts through the logo. We did a challenge essentially, or a contest. And we had about 16 or 17 people submit logos. And out of those 16, our accountability board, which you'll hear more about later, broke it down to like 3 or 4. And then we put it back out to the community to vote. And yes, Chantrice Martin, an amazing community organizer, amazing asset in our community, submitted our logo and won that contest.
And ain't it pretty, y'all? We have it in all the variations of the colors that we need, even down to the Dove itself. So be on the lookout for Dove merchandise. I'm just playing. That's a very early plug. We got to launch first, right? All right. So yes, co-creating, leading with that, the logo being an example of that. Just to touch a little bit on not the staffer, but what we kind of have going on for the rest of the night tonight. So as you've heard a little bit about Dove, you can always reach out to either of us, which our contact information will come later. But you can always reach out to either learn more or see where you could get involved. Along with our program, we have an accountability board because we believe that all organizations, corporations, all the works need somebody to hold them accountable, keep them accountable to the goals that have been agreed upon, So we have our Dove Accountability Board. A member is going to be joining us a little bit later. As I've said, we're going to talk a little bit about mic check and the inspiration of it. And the inspiration is actually a person. So they're going to be joining us a little bit later as well as we dive into the mic check series and our hopes and expectations with it. And then we'll let you know what programs that we have that we're either developing or that launching very soon. Be on the lookout so you can take advantage of these benefits. And that's our agenda for the night. So with that being said, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Don't go nowhere. Stay there. We'll be right back.
The Plug Network is ever expanding. Subscribe to our YouTube page and hit the notification bell for all updates. Thank you and stay plugged in.
Years of experience with natural, carefully handcrafted products makes PK Powders your go-to for all skincare needs. Owned and operated by licensed esthetician Precious Kentel, PK Powders provides a myriad of solutions to keep you looking good, smelling great, and above all, maintain your skin's health. Located 1930 Bishop Lane, Suite 101, Louisville, Kentucky, right inside the Watterson Towers building. The play is PK.
Hey y'all, thanks for joining us again after our commercial break. Welcome back to Mic Check by Dove Delegates. As you can see, we have a new addition on the set, and that is Cate. If you can, please go ahead and introduce yourself for us.
Hi, I'm Cate Gaglio-Inge. I am a member of the Dove Advisory Board here at Dove Delegates.
Mm-hmm.
Very excited to be here.
Very excited to have you. We're both nervous up here, so it's our accountability board. As I said, we all need an accountability board. You said advisory, but I feel like it could be the same thing, advisors to like kings and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it could be the same exact thing. So we have Cate, who is here joining us from, we call it by short, DAB, I'm saying, because we think we're cool. So Cate, how long have you been a part of DAB?
18 months, I think.
That's a long time. From jump.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not exactly, but
right.
shortly after.
Okay.
As soon as the call went out for people who wanted to serve on the board. I
Mhm.
sort of submitted my application.
Right. And we appreciate that. Thank you. So how has your experience been so far, being on the accountability board?
It's been amazing. I've met incredible people. I have learned stuff I never knew before. I feel like I'm doing a little bit to change things that I
Right.
don't like. So it's good.
We need that little bit. Again, very appreciated. So Khalilah, when you had the idea to create or make sure that D.O.V.E. has an accountability board, what was your expectations behind the decision to make that a thing?
So for me, again, always going back to the co-creating with community. I don't want to move without community voice and community input into what I'm doing. This project came out of a cry for justice and for accountability and for transparency and all of those different things. And so what would it look like for us to just create a program without having accountability and transparency and input from community? And so it was really important for me that we brought community along to not only help build, but to hold us accountable for what we said we were going to do. And so that's how the accountability board came to be. And as Cate told us, I put out a call and said, hey, this is what we're doing. Who's interested in serving? And Cate definitely showed up and has been a tremendous support through this work.
Like, yes, as you heard, I said I appreciate it like twice. So another I appreciate it.
I'm so glad to really help in any way.
Mhm.
It's important work.
How has it been? So that means that you were around when D.O.V.E. was kind of transitioning a little bit. So I guess the question for both of you all, how were there any challenges trying to maintain the accountability board through any of the changes that D.O.V.E. had to go through?
Yeah, there definitely were some challenges. There was a huge lull in that transition phase. And so like I said, we originally put the call out there. We had a board, and then there was a huge lull. And then once we restructured and figured out we were going in a different direction, we put the call out again. We also, again, asked our members who were there if they wanted to still continue to be involved. And we had some who stepped away, and we gained some new ones. And so it has been, it was a transition. You gain some, you lose some. That's with any transition. And so but it's been great. And like I said, Cate stayed through that questioning, that uncertain phase, that what's the next step? What are our roles and responsibilities? All of that.
I honestly, I think it was much harder for the leadership.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that I wanted to work with this group of people, whatever was happening. And so, I just sort of waited and stuck around and hoped for emails. And
right. Oh, I love the loyalty. Yes.
And so when the email came through about the new version of what we were doing, I jumped on it.
Yeah. Awesome. Great. Again, like I said, I love the loyalty. And it wasn't no crazy nothing, y'all. Just, organizations going what they need to go through to get stronger and better. So, Cate, aside, or I guess along with what you said, why did you want to join the D.O.V.E. Accountability Board? Did you know D.O.V.E. a little bit ahead of time, or you were looking to be a part of something like this?
Well, I was definitely looking to be a part of something like this, especially after everything that happened in 2020.
Yeah.
But also because I do death penalty defense. And I see a lot of kids, and I do mean kids, and they may be in their mid-20s or even their early 30s. I still think of them as kids.
Yeah, I'm a kid still. I'm 30.
And, they come up in this situation in a system that is basically designed to destroy them.
Right.
Where their community has no options because there are no resources. They can't get the care that they need. They can't get the resources. I said resources twice. They can't get what they need.
That's how important the resources are.
Yeah, because it's a huge hole, especially when the system is built against you.
Mm-hmm. it just makes the hole bigger and bigger.
And so when we started talking about community resources and making community stronger and giving them the chance to build themselves up, that really resonated with me, because I hope the more community resources are available, the less clients I get.
Yeah.
That's the ideal for me.
Right. That's the whole thing with the therapist. They want to not do this job anymore.
Yeah.
They want to therapist their way out of therapy. So yeah, I understand that. And that's respectable. I appreciate that. And that's one of the things I love about Dove also, like one of the huge things of not wanting to reinvent the wheel, wanting to support what is already out there, wanting to amplify that, throw fire or gasoline to whatever it is. And then whenever we're going to talk, we might chat about it a little bit later, wanting to get some kind of a community survey or assessment out there to see the needs of the community. Because as Khalilah has famously said, or at least I held on to it, the community is our client. If y'all don't know, like, that's my email signature, signed Khalilah Collins. It is such the truth, though. So yes, very happy that has brought you over to working with us. What are some of the things that you're looking forward to with Dove, or some of the hopes or expectations that you have for us? Let us know, because you holding us accountable, okay? I need to know.
I am really looking forward to seeing in a reasonable amount of time for us to build this, for you guys to get this really rolled out, is to be able to see a difference and see the community responding. And I think that's where the assessments come in.
Yeah.
Is that I'm so looking forward to, like, changing people's lives a little bit.
Really seeing what they want and need, so we can be like, here you go, like really provide them that kind of relief. I feel that. I have the same goals or hopes and expectations as well. Khalilah is steering the ship, and Khalilah there's no better person, I feel, that has as much passion as they do to really bust out the results needed and resources necessary to co-create and bridge gaps with community. So we're excited. I sounded like a huge fangirl, my bad. But I am. So
Khalilah's worth fangirling.
I think so too. I definitely agree. 100%. So, Cate, how long are you gonna stay with us? I'm just playing. You ain't gotta answer that.
Here or with?
Oh, with Dove. But that was a silly answer.
As long as you guys will have me.
Oh,
I will be here.
Thank you. Y'all heard it here first. So if Cate come up with, I'll have to move on, we're gonna play this video for her, this exact little area, like you said you was with us. Just playing.
You can keep sending it to me.
Keep sending it to you. I'm just playing. We're not gonna chain you to no radiator heater or nothing, I swear. All right, y'all. So, Cate, thank you so much for joining us. Kate's going to join us back later in another later segment where we're going to wrap some stuff up and talk about our programming. But next, we're going to chat a little bit about the Mic Check series, where the idea came from, where we hope it's going to go, and enjoy this commercial break. Don't go anywhere, because we're still here, okay? Thank you.
The Plug Network is ever expanding. Subscribe to our YouTube page and hit the notification bell for all updates. Thank you, and stay plugged in.
Years of experience with natural, carefully handcrafted products makes PK Powders your go-to for all skincare needs. Owned and operated by licensed esthetician Precious Kentel, PK Powders provides a myriad of solutions to keep you looking good, smelling great, and above all, maintain your skin's health. Located 1930 Bishop Lane, Suite 101, Louisville, Kentucky, right inside the Watterson Towers building. The play is PK.
Hola! Welcome back to Mic Check, okay? We have another guest. They're just popping in and out, y'all. Please welcome Nigel with us. Nigel, please introduce yourself to the people.
How you doing? My name is Nigel Blackburn. I am a social justice advocate, and a new fellow of the D.O.V.E Delegates, Mike Check.
Sure is. We getting diverse around here, you know what I'm saying? Nigel, tell us a little bit about yourself. Why you at it?
I'm 22. I am a student at JCTC. My major is Pan-African Studies, and I plan on switching over to Louisville after next semester to pursue my bachelor's in liberal studies.
Mm-hmm. U of L, y'all got lucky because you know Khalilah learned you at Spalding.
Yeah.
Well, we're chatting a little bit at this time. First of all, thanks for coming back to Mic Check. We're going to chat a little bit about the Mic Check series and its history behind that and its inspiration. So chat, my notes is on my phone. Don't worry about me. So when it comes to Mic Check, the idea was to build a platform in which kids can come and use it to amplify, or the platform is to amplify their voice. A safe space where they can come and create their own series like this and chat about some of the topics that we have regarding, or some of the topics that align with our values as D.O.V.E. So those topics are touch on police, mental health, imagination, and community. So those are the topics. I mean, that's D.O.V.E, right? So just to chat a little, touch on the inspiration, which is Nigel. Surprise! So one of the programs that we played with last year, I don't want to say played with, but we did, I guess it would essentially be like a pilot. But we put on a youth conference, D.O.V.E Delegates. We put on a youth conference. It was small, it was awesome, and it was intimate. And the kids, we believe, enjoyed it. So basically the conference is titled Share Your World Youth Conference, in which the kids are the teachers. So we invited some high schoolers, some youth from all around the city to come and partake in the conference in some way, shape, or form. We had someone teach us Tai Chi. I could be wrong. Was it Tai Chi, Khalilah? Something relaxing. Like,
Yes, it's Tai Chi.
It was Tai Chi. We had a kid come and teach us Tai Chi, a way to relax, and that was done right before getting into the conference. We had some high schoolers come and share their opinions and thoughts on things such as the Pledge of Allegiance, police, bullying in school, and mental health support and things that they would need from support such as like their parents or something. So it was some real stuff happening in the conference. And again, it was the kids teaching us, this is what I prefer, or this is the trend these days, or whatever they want to teach adults on, that's what they can come and do. So it initially was an opportunity to hear from the kids. And Nigel was someone who went up. We also had a young lady come up and present her business and how her business became successful and what she was doing so far. So really, like, teaching us, you know. So Nigel came and chatted a little bit about the dynamics of a Black family and probably a little bit more. And Nigel had his notes, y'all, had the pieces of paper, but he ran out of time, so we didn't get to all his notes. And I was like, that's dope. I was just like, Khalilah, he need a series or something. And Khalilah was like, oh yeah, like a podcast. And then here we are, Mic Check. And of course, we hit up Nigel first to join as my co-producer, you know, as we're doing this thing. Nigel also is going to have a series for us as well. It's just going to be dope. He's taking his time so he can know what he wants to chat about, because it's probably going to be deep, because it was deep in there. Can you share with us a little bit about why joining Mic Check, why the decision was the decision for you, and how you feel about being the inspiration of this series?
Well, like, hearing that I'm the inspiration, that's kind of crazy.
Oh, you didn't know?
No.
Oh, you know now.
Like that, but that's really dope, and I feel very honored, like, for y'all. Thank y'all so much.
You're welcome.
And like, just being a part of this, it means a lot to me, because a lot of people in government and you know, in life in general, they really don't look at youth voice, and they don't see the power in youth voice, and it is very powerful.
It is.
And
that's
so,
why I don't listen.
right. And so, like, with that, like, with this space, it definitely provides that in multiple ways, and it's definitely beneficial for youth to, have the voice and then see other youth doing, what they can see themselves doing. So, it's nice just being in the space, and also, offering opportunities for youth to speak about the problems that they want to uplift that some people won't listen to. So it's a good space to just have, and, to have for youth.
So we got Nigel's stamp of approval, and D.O.V.E appreciates that. I'm glad we're moving in the right direction. What would be some tips that you would give some of the future participants of the series?
I would say, don't be like me and look too deep into your stuff. But if y'all have like an issue or anything that's want to uplift, please do so, and speak with your heart, and just come into space and be prepared to speak your truth.
Right. You sound like you already know. Have you done this before?
A little bit, no.
Do you ever think, so have you actually done this before? Is this your first time being a part of an experience like this?
This is a new experience. I will say, like, I've done like like videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like as far as like podcasting, like this is very new.
We took it there.
Yeah, no, but this is nice though. Like I really mess with it. So
what are some ideas that you're playing with for your first series?
I'm kind of looking into I kind of want to look into like Black trauma. Nothing is set in stone yet.
Gotcha.
But like looking at, just the different effects it causes, because like even now, like with me being here and stuff like that, like I still got some stuff to work on myself.
Yeah.
And some things
that's gonna happen for a long time.
Oh yeah. It don't stop.
I'm 30 and I'm like, shit.
It don't stop.
Over?
I'm telling you. But like even with this moment or so, like it's things that I notice within myself that I didn't always notice. I was like, like why, do I get angry around, this type of thing, or why do I feel anxious, when I step in a space like this or so. So it's just like really breaking down like what that would look like. That's just an idea. But I kind of like want to move in something of that direction, just because.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about off the topic.
That sounds good. Listen, you keep thinking hard, because I want you to come in here and spit. Okay, I want you to spit to the people to the kids. You feel me? So I actually only met Nigel at that youth conference, but Khalilah has known this greatness for a while. Khalilah, how did you meet Nigel? Of all the kids you could meet and adoptable sons, how did you meet one?
Yeah, so I worked at a small nonprofit that did anti-poverty, anti-racist organizing long time ago. And Nigel's mom was very much active in that organization. And so me and Nigel's mom were really close. And Nigel, I don't even remember how old Nigel was at the time. And I remember
like 4.
No, you were older than 4. You were
older than that
low?
Yeah, but it was around that time though. Like early 2000s.
Maybe so. But I remember
believe it.
We had kind of fallen out of touch. I had left the organization. We kind of fell out of touch. And I remember in 2020, Trinidad, Dr. Jackson brought you up to me during the protest, and I had like lost it. I was like, oh my God, this is Nigel. So it's just really good. It always, you never know what impact you may have on somebody. I'm not taking any credit for anything that Nigel's doing right now, but I know that his mom was very active and very smart and very much engaged and involved in her community. And so you just never know what seeds you're dropping. And so obviously those seeds were planted in Nigel, and now he is a fierce, like he said it himself, social justice activist. And so just really honored to be able to see him grow into the man that he is. I'm more honored to be able to help provide a platform for his voice to be heard. So it's just really exciting. Things come full circle. And so just as much as you're honored to be the inspiration, I'm honored to have you as part of this team. So thank you.
Thank you. It means a lot hearing that too. I was like, ah.
That means, yeah, I'm feeling like that was good. I didn't realize you knew Nigel since he was this tall.
Yeah, he was a little itty bitty. Yeah. I don't
Did he
think
still
he
have
was
the fro? Did he
I
have the
don't think
fro?
he was 4.
I had the ball cut.
You don't think he was, how about 5? One
He might have
around
been
6.
5. Yeah.
Oh, okay, you was 5. How would you remember?
I still got pictures. So we still got pictures of the trips, like to
Okay.
Philadelphia
Like,
and
you don't
stuff.
remember nothing at
Oh,
all.
yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
like that's the only reason like I know, cause like those pictures, it's like whoa. But
Throwback, it was a Polaroid.
no, for real.
You was like, what?
Okay, we're not that old. I'm that old.
I had the
Not
Polaroids. I love them.
It might have been Polaroid, though. It might have been.
Now they got him for $1 million. Anyways, we won't talk about it. So now y'all have met Nigel, our inspiration behind our Mic Check initiative. Y'all have learned a little bit more about it. We have a call out to any kids or any of our youth that want to come and build a podcast series. It would be either 4 or 6 weeks every Saturday. And we need, between the ranges, we would like to see people from 11 to 21 join these seats up here and have their own little series happening. So we'll have information, like I said, posted up soon, an email address, or you could DM either of us whenever our information pops up, and we can get that form to you so you can fill it out. Also, we're going to plug at D.O.V.E Delegates on all platforms, in which you will also see calls for people to come join us as well. So we're going to take another commercial break, then come back and let you know what we got going on so far and what's coming up. So don't go anywhere, but thanks for being here.
Thank y'all.
The Plug Network is ever expanding. Subscribe to our YouTube page and hit the notification bell for all updates. Thank you and stay plugged in.
Years of experience with natural, carefully handcrafted products makes PK Powders your go-to for all skincare needs. Owned and operated by licensed esthetician Precious Kentel, PK Powders provides a myriad of solutions to keep you looking good, smelling great, and above all, maintain your skin's health. Located 1930 Bishop Lane, Suite 101, Louisville, Kentucky, right inside the Watterson Towers building. The play is PK.
Well, hello, welcome back to Mic Check. And as you can see, 1 + 1 = 2 on the set now. Thank you so much, Cate and Nigel, for joining back as we chatted with y'all separately. We're going to continue having some interesting guests join us until we get some participants to some youth on the set, you know what I'm saying? So they can spit, like I told Nigel. I can't wait for it. So we wanted to wrap up tonight going into some of the programs that we are planning or have coming to launch soon to the community. We have a good few, and then, of course, you know how organizations go. They have a list, you know what I'm saying? So, Khalilah, if you can, tell us a little bit about some of the programs that we have coming up.
Yes. So, again, our work is primarily focused around mental health. And like I said before, it grew out of the uprisings from 2020. And so we would be remiss if we did not work on healing from 2020. So with that, we will be leading with healing. What that means is we are trying to co-create again with community, with activists, organizers, and community leaders who were involved in the 2020 uprising to build what a healing program, a healing space would look like for them. And so that's going to be happening first. We have to, self-care is, as we all know, is revolutionary. It is not an our existence is in itself resistance. And so we're going to be fighting the system that we need to understand that taking care of ourselves has to be top priority. So we're going to be leading with healing. That's going to start within the next few weeks, where we'll get together with some activist organizers and community leaders to develop what that program looks like. They'll go through that first cohort. We'll come back and we'll evaluate that, and then we'll offer it to new cohorts moving forward. After that, kind of simultaneously, part of our work is redefining mental health support, right? So we have a plethora of clinicians who want to work and serve community in the best way they know how, the best way they can, to be accessible, to be a resource to community. But they may have barriers in place. They don't allow them to do that work. And so D.O.V.E is going to work with a group of clinicians to figure out what those barriers are, and then how can D.O.V.E support them in removing those barriers, so then that they are more accessible and better equipped to work with community. Also, we are going to be doing community engagement, community capacity building, and community support. That looks like a plethora of, I keep saying plethora, I don't know why that's my word.
That's the word tonight.
That's my word today. We're looking at developing a variety of trainings to support community to take care of themselves, right? So mental health first aid trainings will be available. So if you or your community, your job, your store that you own, your staff want to be trained in understanding mental health in a better light, that mental health first aid training is available. If you feel like you want to support your neighbors and your community in mental health crisis instead of calling the police, but don't feel that you have the skills to do that, this is a training that can help you do that. We're looking at developing all types of training, but we need to hear from community. So what you'll see in the coming weeks is a survey around community attitudes and perceptions around what they want, what they need to be a resource to each other and to take care of each other. So that's coming out in the coming weeks. Also, we are doing one of our fourth arm is our justice and policy work, because we're doing a lot of individual work. We're doing work around supporting people who are experiencing mental health crisis, supporting people who may need access to resources, but that's only one part of the puzzle. D.O.V.E is not going to have its own policy agenda, but we'll definitely be working with other community organizations to support their policy agendas. That looks like anything from affordable housing conversations, or working with houseless organizations to support their work. Anyway, all the way up to, showing up in Frankfurt, as Amira did so tirelessly the last month around anti-trans legislation. We are working with a group of stakeholders who are, having discussions around the deaths that are happening in Louisville Metro Corrections. And so, although we don't have our own quote unquote policy agenda, we are definitely there to support organizations that are looking to take care of their communities. So those are our four buckets of work. And so, yeah.
I had to get a picture of you talking.
Oh my goodness.
So as you heard from Khalilah, we have a lot of stuff that's going to be coming up, which of course we're going to be making known to the public. Please, please, please take advantage of these trainings. Whenever you see this community assessment go out, which I'm super excited about, Khalilah had like an epiphany earlier this year, like we really have to do this assessment because we need to know for real what the community wants. Like that's actually co-creating. So since that, I mean, it's been mentioned before, but I ain't been excited about it because I'm not a research person, but I'm excited about the assessment now because she's right. We don't fully know what everyone wants, and that is a big part of D.O.V.E, which is co-creating. So I'm definitely excited about the assessment. We're going to be getting that team together, but please participate in these initiatives and in these opportunities that we have. We're going to do our best to feed you. If it's in person, we're going to do our best to just cover whatever you need in order to come, but we need the community. We need you in order to reach our goals. So
and we need you to take care of yourself, right? That's the main thing. Like
that is the main thing.
And one thing that I forgot to mention that you'll see coming out soon is we're going to be having community wellness days. starting in May, where we'll be partnering with Tip It Forward to do some wellness work. Our first session will be May 18th from 1 to 7 at our office, and we'll be administering wellness care kits. You'll be trained on what is all in the kit and what to use it for. We're going to be dabbling in some acupressure stuff. You all will be amazed what acupuncture can do. And so acupressure is not quite that, but it's close. It's a close second. And just the healing properties and that are associated with that. But even meditation and massage, and again, all of these things sound like luxury, but they shouldn't be. There are things that people need to sustain themselves. And so D.O.V.E is trying to face when people can actually access a massage, or actually access acupressure, or actually access other tools and tips and tricks to take care of themselves. So
great point, Khalilah. Don't hear me at our community as pressure. But great point with self-care. I'm excited about the wellness days. I'm about to be the first in line because I have to describe the experience to people. So it only makes sense for me to go first. Khalilah actually gets to go first, you know what I'm saying? And then
I probably won't go first. But
she's not kidding. Well, I think this has been a dope first episode of our Mic Check series. So for our guests, Nigel and Cate, please, I asked Khalilah earlier what she got going on this weekend, but I didn't ask y'all. So please, starting with Nigel, what you got going on this weekend? What's coming up for you in general, and where can people find you? That's a lot of questions. Take one at a time.
So this weekend I'll be working.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to that.
Y'all can find me on social media. But if y'all have my number or my email, y'all can definitely reach out to me. My email is nmblac01@outlook.com. Feel free to email me at any time. My social media is going to be in here, but which is KHXNZV Sage. And I am looking forward. Like, what was the
Oh, that was all the questions.
Oh, okay.
You did good.
Cool.
But I hear you. You're looking forward to the next episode.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. I'm looking forward to having you.
Well, definitely.
So, Cate, same questions. What do you have going on this weekend? What do you have going on in general? Like with XOX, I don't know. And then where can people find you?
Thank you for repeating the questions.
You're welcome.
I've already forgotten them.
That's okay. I'll repeat again.
This weekend, pretty chill.
That's good. I like the answers I'm hearing.
I'm giving I'm doing a chat spot at the Speed Museum tomorrow. If anybody is interested, I will be standing in the African galleries, and anyone can come and chat with me.
You'll be easy to find. There's only 2 of them there, I think. I think so. Aren't there only 2?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. There are. The idea is that if someone is standing there, people might stop. And
right. That's why I'm
not just use it as a hallway.
Right.
Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Please say it.
But that's where I'll be tomorrow from 2 to 3. Come down. The museum is free on Sundays, so, but not the special exhibit. It's not free.
Sorry.
I don't really have a lot going on outside of that. I do want to push for people to attend the DOJ community meetings, email them, call them. Please tell DOJ, Department of Justice, what you think relating to the consent decree.
Right.
It's really important that community voices are heard, especially at those levels.
Right.
And all of that
and that's what they're asking
for.
That's what they're asking for.
Yeah.
So let's give it to them.
That's kind of it for me.
That's, again, love what I'm hearing. Either Khalilah was going to say it or I was going to say it. So thank you for that. Tell the people where they can find you if they want to get in contact.
My social media is at Cate Gaglio Inge. I think that gets you everywhere. My email is cginge@gmail.com. If you ever need anything, let me know.
Let her know, y'all. We got some resources up here. You know what I'm saying? Khalilah, Is there any last minute words or anything that you want to share? Also, you can let people know where they can find you or get in contact with you as well.
So definitely want to piggyback off of Cate and the DOJ meetings. It's really important that community is engaging in those conversations. They are happening. There's one happening on Tuesday, April 11th from 6 to 7:30 at the main library. And then there's one on Wednesday, April 12th from 6 to 7:30 at the South Central Regional Library. And then there'll be walk-in hours on April the 11th, which is Tuesday, from 11 to 1:30 at Shawnee Library. And then Thursday walk-in hours, April 13th, from 12:15 to 1:45 at the Middletown Library. And so again, these meetings are extremely important. These are the 5-6 hours that we have to give input into what the city wants to see happen as a result of the report that was released last month. If you're unable to attend, you can email community.louisville@usdoj.gov, or you can call 844-920-1460. And I know we were supposed to have that to be on the ticker tape, but Cate just reminded me to do that. So thank you, Cate. Again, these are extremely important conversations that we need as many community people to engage in, to have that conversation. We do not want community left out of this conversation. As for me, where you can find me on any social media at KV Collins, Facebook, Instagram, even on TikTok, yes.
Okay, TikTok.
I love TikTok. Also, make sure that you all follow D.O.V.E. Delegates at D.O.V.E. Delegates, again, also on all platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you need to email me, you can email me at kvc@DoveDelegates here very shortly. In the meantime, it can be kvcollins@spalding.edu. And my phone is always on. You can call me at 502-919-3462.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Khalilah, for that plug, and then really driving in the importance of showing up to these DOJ community meetings. D.O.V.E. is probably going to have the information and those dates up on our social media pages. So again, D.O.V.E. Delegates on all platforms. Be sure, if you need a reminder, to go check that out, so that way you could see. A couple of us also plan to be present next week, so we'll see you there as well. Make sure you bring pen and paper so you can take some notes. All right. That really actually wraps up our mic check first episode. I'm so excited for the rest of them. My name is Amira Bryant. You can find me at The One Amira Show. That's my radio show, but that's the only one I can think of right now to share. You can also email me at Amira@D.O.V.E. Delegates whenever that is going to be happening as well. We're waiting on our marketing to come together with that kind of stuff. In the meantime, you can also shoot me an email at theamirshow1@gmail.com. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see y'all next week to chat a little bit about the concept of imagination. See you then. Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
The Plug Network is ever expanding. Subscribe to our YouTube page and hit the notification bell for all updates. Thank you, and stay plugged in.
Years of experience with natural, carefully handcrafted products makes PK Powders your go-to for all skincare needs. Owned and operated by licensed esthetician Precious Kentel, PK Powders provides a myriad of solutions to keep you looking good, smelling great, and above all, maintain your skin's health. Located 1930 Bishop Lane, Suite 101, Louisville, Kentucky, right inside the Watterson Towers building. The play is PK.